Hello, my name is Martin, welcome back to another video. So this week we're going to do a disused railway line. It's the Monsal Trail in the Peak District in Derbyshire. And what better way to explore a disused railway line with a bike, an e-bike. We've been sent an e-bike to try out. And we get to keep it. So we're going to try this e-bike out. I'm going to tell you all about it. Keeping your strength up.
I've been on eco mode, so I need to...
Yeah, we'll tell you all about that. Anyway, so there's some old features for us to look at on the disused railway line. I think there's some tunnels, there's an old station and some wonderful viaducts of which we're stood on now. So first off, me and Gary had a moment the other day back at home where we set up the bike. So let's go back home, unbox the bike and I'll show you. Okay, so here we are back at home. The excitement is real because we're going to unbox the Cyrusher Kommoda. I'm interested to see what colour we've got, to be honest with you. So let's get on with the unboxing. I'll tell you what, they don't skimp on packaging. This thing is really, really well packaged. Tools kit. So we'll have a look inside this, shall we? Oh, it looks... Oh, a little pump as well. Look at that. Even comes with its own little pump. What's in there? That's part of your charger, that, isn't it? Spanner. So we'll come back to that. Now onto the bike. We've got to do things now like adjust the seat, get the handlebars on and put the front wheel on. So that should be fairly easy, we're hoping. So let's crack on and put the rest of it together. So I was quite impressed. Front and rear disc brakes, 7-speed Shimano gears and adjustable full suspension. So it's good, you get a really good assembly guide, which is really good, which we've needed, to be honest with you. Although looking back at it, it's not hard to assemble. You've got a set of tools, so we're getting there. Okay, so as you can see, it came with a nice spacer bolt there, just to keep the forks at the right distance apart so they didn't get squashed or anything. The centre spanner for us to bolt the wheel in place. That spacer bolt initially did confuse us, but we are easily confused. So now we're going to get the wheel bolted in place. There you go. Okay. Right, so we've done it. Looking back, it was very easy, but we had to take our time and just get it right. It does come with some charge on the battery, but it's lovely. Look at this now. So we've got lights on it there, and the rear lights come on, and we've got a horn, which is fantastic. So we're going to go outside and have a bit of a try of this and mess about with it. You don't want to see that because that'll be embarrassing. The next time you see us, we're back on the Monsal Trail using this fully. I'm quite excited. So there you go, it was actually quite easy to put up. We did have a few moments where we had to think about it and look at the drawing. Right, anyway, I think it looks pretty good in orange. It looks really nice. And I'll tell you something, right, we've already had a go of it and it's really comfortable. It's comfortable and it's fun to ride. Let me introduce you to today's team. We've got Gary with us today. We've got Marcus Parky Pants, as you know, from Sheffield. We've got Roy and we've got Boy Wonder, James, who's already smashed the flask.
Oh yeah, I smashed it. There you go. I think it was
turn around there in the sun. How did you manage to smash the flask?
I think it was just a rubbish flask.
No, it weren't a rubbish flask. It was a good flask. But we have brought a brew, but he smashed the flask. Okay, so as always, where is the Monsal Trail? Well, it's a disused railway line and it's in the Peak District in this area here, just not far from Buxton, between Buxton and Bakewell. Let's zoom in. There's Manchester up on the left there, about to disappear as we zoom in. We'll go all the way down here. There you go. Where are we? Roughly in this area here. There you go. There you go. That's where the journey began, just down here at the cycle hire. You can just about make out the car park. We parked just along here and we had to walk along to the cycle hire place. I've probably shown you, or I'm going to show you those lovely little cottages and the bridge over the River Wye. The route sort of shadows the River Wye. So from the cycle hire, we get up onto the route, and you can see it runs, difficult to see, it shadows the River Wye. Now, another line here joins us, and as we go along, it's kind of like running this way, difficult to see, and then we get a viaduct. And there's quite a few of these viaducts. So we have a viaduct here, I'll probably be showing you that, and then you'll see the route goes along here. Obviously we're right in the middle of the countryside here, and then you get these tunnels, these wonderful tunnels. You see, it's been buttressed there. You see, we can't see that from the line, but this is quite a drop now, quite a drop down to the River Wye, and it's the railway line clings to the hillside, the valley side here. So we go in these tunnels and we cycle all the way through, and we come out the other side. Right, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to come back to this Cheedale stepping stones because we went to these at a different time, but I'll be showing you what those are. So we're going to come back to this. I'm going to show you on the rail map online, but James always criticises me for spending too long looking at maps. So I've shown you that. You know where it is. It's in the Peak District, and you've seen roughly the terrain we're kind of going through. So our journey starts at Blackwell Mill Cycle Hire. I've got my own bike, and we were all taking it in turns on the Cyrusher Kommoda, so we had to hire a couple of bikes from here. And I've got to say, great place to hire a bike, and the bikes were really good, and it's at the start of the Monsal Trail. Now, the e-bikes are available at cyrusher.co.uk, which is their website, or they're also available at Amazon as well. None of us had actually rode an e-bike before, so it was a very, very new experience for us. And I'll tell you something, they're a lot of fun. Now, I'll be reminding you at the end, you can use the discount code to get £80 off this bike. Discount code is Martin0. So there you go. So I'll be reminding you at the end of the video, and I'll also drop it in the first comment. The discount code Martin0 to get £80 off the Cyrusher Kommoda. So if you're anything like me and you don't know what an electric bike is, it's amazing. It's so much fun, isn't it? Everyone that's rode it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Gary?
Yeah, it's proper fun.
Marcus loved it, Roy loved it. Roy's getting on a bit now, so it does him quite well. If I thought you just sat and went and it went whoop, but apparently you've got a pedal, and when you pedal, the motor kicks in and it helps you. It just sort of assists you, doesn't it? But you've got to start pedaling, and then you feel it helping. So if you wanted to, you know, if you're a keen cyclist and you just wanted an easy day, or if you've got mobility problems, or you're not that fit but you want to get out and do a bit of cycling, these things, the Cyrusher Kommoda is absolutely amazing. It's fun. Yeah, we've got sunshine. 2 more tunnels coming up here, so I'll tell you what they're called. So we've got Cheetor number 2 tunnel. I think there's a viaduct in between them. There's James, a viaduct in between them. And then we've got a bigger tunnel coming up as well. And if you're on the trail, apparently you've got to stick to the left on your bike. But if we get a viaduct here, I'll show you what it's like.
We'll see you on the other end.
So you may notice that only James has got a helmet on. That's partially because he is a helmet.
And partially because safety comes first.
Safety comes first, of course, James. But we're North Manchester Scallies, and we never used to wear helmets, to be honest with you. He's Glasgow, he's Sheffield. So me and Roy are North Manchester Scallies, and back in 1976 when we learned to ride bikes, you didn't put an helmet on, to be honest with you. So there you go, we're not wearing a helmet today. So just to address your comments and your concerns. Anyway, look at this, we're on a beautiful viaduct. Look at this, look at this. So it's almost like they built the railway line on the sort of like they followed the river valley, to be honest with you. So it's absolutely beautiful out here, and although we can't do it today, if you just come off the Monsal Trail and you go down near where the river is, there's some wonderful stepping stones, and we've been before, haven't we?
Yeah, nice.
We did the stepping stones, and it's kind of like the river goes through like a ravine, if you like, rock either side, and the only way through is on these stepping stones, but they're quite good fun, aren't they?
It is fun.
So if you come on the Monsal Trail, look for this sign. So obviously you can only do this if you've not got bikes, because it's a walking trail this, but this is earlier in summer we came down off the Monsal Trail when we were walking it, and you can do these great little stepping stones. You'll see the river goes into like this kind of like ravine, if you like, this small ravine, and then you've got these lovely little stepping stones, and you can have a walk through. Great fun for your family and all the kids.
Nice.
We like to do this at high water. No.
Easy.
Okay, so let me give you some specs on this bike. It's got a 1000-watt motor on it. Now that is limited to 250 watts because that's what's legal in the UK. But the motor is more than capable. That's what that tells you. It's got a 48-volt, 14-amp-hour battery on it. The maximum load it can take is 150 kilograms or 330-pound adult. It can do, on the one charge, it can do 50 miles. Now, we tried that out, and I'm pretty certain that is correct, because it really will do. We did the entire Monsal Trail and used about a quarter of the battery. It comes with a battery charger, air pump, assembly tool set, and a guide and a manual and all the rest of it. The dimensions, so the total length is 68.3 inches, and the height is 45.7 inches, the total height. Now it's also very, very comfortable, and that's down to the fact that it's got full suspension and these wonderful big fat tyres on it that not only make you feel really safe, they just really absorb the shocks and the bumps, and it's just a really comfortable ride. Any mobility issues, it's easy to get onto as well. Anyway, we're going to go through Cheeto Tunnel now. Looks like quite a long tunnel, so I'll video it for you. It's really great going through these tunnels. You can see the importance of sticking to the left because there's other cyclists, but they're quite long tunnels and it's quite exciting. And if it's a hot day, it's really lovely. You get that lovely cool air as you go through the tunnel. They're lit all the way through. Great to cycle through. This is what makes this route absolutely fantastic. Right, so we're on top of a lovely viaduct, so what I'm going to drop down the side of the viaduct, what you can do, and I'm going to show you the view from below. Come with this way. Stunning architecture, and it's if you live nearby and you can hire bikes at Blackwell's, which is where we've hired the bikes from, and you can bring the family down. Even in winter it would be beautiful because the autumn colours around there will be fantastic. But the architecture, the railway architecture is amazing, and like I say, you would think to yourself, I can't build a railway there, wouldn't you? No. But apparently they did, they can, and they did. Anyway, let's crack on with the trail. Okay, so what was this railway line all about? What was it called, and where did it run from and to? Well, it was one of the lines that crossed the Pennines via the very beautiful Peak District. There's Buxton as a reference for you. We've started our cycle ride round about here at Blackwell. What I'm going to do now, this is Rail Map Online, by the way. Great resource that you can go and look at. I'm going to press the button that says Historic Railways. The red lines, by the way, are the current modern day railways. Let's have a look at the historic ones. They will appear in yellow. There you go. And we're going this way through Millersdale Station, which I'm going to either get to or we've been to, where we have a brew. And then we go all the way down this way here, across the Monsaldale Headstone Viaduct. And I think we get to roughly just outside Bakewell. Now, the line was called the Millersdale to Ambergate, and it was the Midland Railway. So there you go. And if we follow it down, we can link up with another video. See Haddon Hall there? We did a video on Haddon Hall Tunnel. If you remember, we did a video on a railway tunnel that didn't need to be built. It was only built because the landowner at the time, the rich landowner, can't remember him, said he didn't want to see the trains going through his land, so they built a tunnel. So there you go, Haddon Hall is on that route as well. But like I say, we get to probably about here, just outside Bakewell, and the line went sort of that way there, that yellow line there. So we're right in the heart of the countryside in the Peak District. So as you can see there's your speedometer, your little display, tells you what mode you're in, and you change the modes there. So you've got lights on the bike, front and rear, a little horn, and you can go through the modes there. So this is in Eco, this is the most, we like this mode, it's not too over the top as it's, but it just gives you enough help. You can go to low mode, you can go to normal mode and high mode, and I'm telling you now, high, oh yeah, and power. You can go to power as well. I'm telling you now, power, high, and even normal mode.
Yeah.
You fly, don't you?
If you want to fly.
What did you reckon?
I went into high mode and I must have gone to 30 in about, I don't even know, about 5 seconds or something.
Have you never been fast in your life?
Never.
Was you putting up a lot of wind resistance?
Yeah, I felt the G-force.
I bet you did. So this line was very industrial, and out here it was known for limestone apparently. And this here, this concrete thing there you're looking at, is a limestone kiln. Sorry I'm in shade, but it's one of them sunny days where you can never get it right. That's a limestone kiln. So we can have a look on top there, and we can also have a look inside. We're going to follow Gary in now. Oh, sorry mate. So there's not a great deal to see, and over here there's a bit of the old kiln type thing here. I've got a light on, but it's not a flood. It's only like a little spotlight. But you get the idea, don't you, of what it was like in there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You've been in there before, Marcus?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. And this fascinates me. It does fascinate me, that. Then another one here. So it's weird, isn't it? Because on the outside it's concrete, and yet in here it's stone. I wonder if that concrete adapted or made the original structure bigger. Because look at that, stone lined, and then an actual built into the rock, it looks like. Let's go this way. I think it's same again this way as well. No, it's not. It ends there. There you go. So if you come just past it, you can, on the left is a path going up to the top of it. You can have a look. Got a little railway line there and an old hopper. And I think this is one of these holes into the top of the lime kiln. Obviously came down there, round, and then they've tipped the limestone and coal in. Over on the left over here, to my left that way, is an old disused quarry. And it's all overgrown now. I imagine that's where they got the limestone from for that kiln, I imagine. And you can go into the quarry and it's absolutely peaceful and beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If I click the button there, we go up to low mode, and immediately it's helping me a lot more, and I'm going a lot faster, doing absolutely minimal pedalling. I'm now going to click up again, and you'll see it's gone to normal mode now, and we're going really fast. That feels really fast now, but I am doing it one-handed to try and film. But you get the gist of it, and then there's other two modes after that. And we're here now. I think this is Millersdale Station. And we can actually get a brew here now. Okay, so what can I tell you about Millersdale Station? Well, it was built in 1863 by the Midland Railway. Millersdale was an important railway junction where Buxton passengers made connections with express trains running between London and Manchester. The station originally had 2 main platforms, but in 1905 3 further platforms were added, as well as construction of a second viaduct across the valley. It was one of the few stations in England to have a post office. Millersdale was a hive of activity, with farmers bringing in milk every morning to catch the milk train, whilst visitors came to seek the country air. It goes on to say Millersdale began to grow as a community, with new houses built for the railway workers, lime burners and quarrymen. So we've seen evidence of that further up there, haven't we, with that lime burner. Word to the wise, don't strap a flask on the back of a bike, it breaks it. So James, you've got a deluxe cake holder there. What have you got inside?
Yes.
Look at that, what have we got?
We've got a homemade cinnamon treat bun. Yeah. And then we've got some of these, what are these called again?
Danish
vanilla rolls.
Danish villas or something. And of course the obvious
Portuguese tart.
Portuguese tarts.
Nice.
Crack them out.
Thank you. These all for me?
Yeah, all for you. Marcus is trying to kill us all with these.
Is this one out of
We're allowed to keep this e-bike.
Yeah.
Are you having it?
Is that okay?
Well, yeah, because I bought myself a little Trek, a little hybrid bike. So do you think you're going to get fit on this bike then now? You wanted to set the bike because you wanted to get fit, didn't you?
And I don't want to waste petrol.
Yeah.
Be more economical.
So this is like a turning point in your life now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got an e-bike to get fit on. You know it helps you, don't you?
Hmm?
You do know it helps you.
Helps you what?
Pedal.
Yeah. I'm going to be pedalling more, so that'll be better.
You're going to put it in low mode?
Yeah.
Eco mode?
Eco mode.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, when it goes up hills, and we're on a railway line here, so we're all on the flat. When it goes up hills, really, what's it like in Chaddy Park? We went to Chadderton Park near us, and it properly helps you up the hill. It's amazing. What we're doing is on the bike, we're keeping our eye on the battery power, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we were at 100% when we started, and we're about, how far are we down here now, Marcus, just to get to the gob full of cake?
I ain't got fun.
Halfway?
Yeah.
We're about halfway, we think, down the Monsal Trail. So we've gone from Blackwell's bike hire to this is Millersdale station, and we're going to check for you in a minute and see what the battery power's on. Right, onwards. And we're going over a viaduct now.
Yep.
So wow, just outside the Millersdale station, this is a seriously impressive viaduct. And it goes over the road there. And go down to this bit here. We're over the river as well.
Right, so this bike has, say 5 modes, but really it's only 4. At the moment I'm on off, so if you just want to turn around or whatever.
So can you just pedal on off mode normal?
Yeah.
So you pedal unassisted on off mode?
Yeah, so that's if you just want to use it for casual biking, not just like going as fast as you can. Next one would be Eco.
Yeah, go on, Eco then.
Not bad. Goes a bit fast, but just if you want to, I don't know, not go too fast, but you want a bit of assistance. Then Low, which is a bit faster.
All you can say about the other ones is they're a bit faster than.
Yeah. And then Power, which just I think the lowest you can go is about 25 kilometers an hour.
Was you blown away by power mode?
Oh wow. No.
But what's the battery on, Marcus?
It's
I'll show you where we are on the map.
99.
99% still. We can't see on there, but what? 99%.
Yep.
So we've done a fair old bit of trekking about, and the battery's still 99%. Rate 99% at this stage after we've all been messing about on this bike is absolutely incredible. As you can see here, this is taken from the website, 50 miles on one charge. I can well believe that, no messing, because like I say, we've powered up and down this trail and we're still on 99%. And there you go, 2-year warranty it comes with as well. That's where your battery is at the front there, just right there. It's got full suspension, as I've said. It's got disc brakes, and I think it's got Shimano gears on it. And that rack at the back is really good because obviously you can strap things on and carry a bit of luggage with you, whatever you're carrying. Just don't put a flask in your bag. Anyway, as we leave Millersdale station, you can see the double viaduct that comes out of the station. The station is just at the top of the viaduct there, at the top of the screen. But you can see, as I said, it got such a busy station, this, with all the milk traffic and the workers that were for the lime kilns and everything. They actually put a second viaduct in, you can see it here. So we'll crack on and we'll get on with our journey going down the Monsal Trail. And there's another view of the viaducts as we go on our way heading towards Bakewell, if we ever make it. So as well as these amazing cuttings that you go through, we've got another tunnel coming up, this one a corker. And we're in a beautiful valley here as well. Well, this looks like a long tunnel, this. Oh. And as we go through Lytton Tunnel on our bikes, this picture is captioned an up freight in the short gap between Lytton and Crestbrook tunnels on July the 19th, 1963. And there's the Cyrusher. You can see it's got a nice set of lights on the back. Another long tunnel, and look at the hillside we're about to go through. On your right, Gary, on your right. Oh, lovely. Look at this now. Look at this is fantastic. I think we've got a bit of a wow, look at that. I'll never get it. I'll never get how you would look at this landscape and you would build a railway out here. But better men than me did it a long time before I came on this planet. And this amazing picture just illustrates the mammoth tasks that they had. I mean, think of how many viaducts that are on this line. This is Headstone Viaduct, and it was constructed in 1863. We splendour at it now, we think it's wonderful, but at the time it was considered to be a bit of a blot on the landscape, destroying the dale. But I think now it completely fits in and it's just wonderful. But yeah, I love this picture. It illustrates perfectly how these things were built. So this is one of the things I want to show you. Wonderful that it survived, proper survived from the steam days, an old water tank. Amazing that, isn't it? And I think inside it's just an empty shell. That is a corker in it. That is Lytton Mill. Obviously it's a water powered mill, that. Go on.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Which old witch? The wicked witch. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Aren't you good, you? You know some good songs, don't you? That's beautiful. Tell you what, that building is beautiful. They just do not build them like that anymore. Look at the bloody chimneys on that. That is amazing, isn't it? Come on. Come on, that is good. That is good. There's the old station entrance there. So that was Great Longstone Station, and it's absolutely beautiful, idyllic countryside station that was. And here it is in an old black and white picture. And it looks like journey's end for us because time is against us. Right, it's been a long day and we're not far from Bakewell. We're not a million miles from Bakewell, are we? But because we've hired bikes from Blackwell's up at the top end of the Monsal Trail, we need to get them back. So before we get to Bakewell, we're going to have to turn around and start heading back. It's been quite a good ride though, hasn't it?
We've been pissing about, haven't we?
Well, you've been messing about.
Wow.
So we're heading back and we might end up in the pub just outside Bakewell. Let's crack on. What's the Cyrusher on? What's the charge?
92%.
92%. We've done the bulk of the Monsal Trail, to be honest with you.
3 hours, haven't we?
Yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours, 92%. No uphill, but the boys have been whacking it a bit and put it in the higher power modes, haven't you, Marcus?
Yes.
Anyway, we'll see you back at Blackwell's. Look at that. 72%. And we're back at Blackwell's. Ride is over and we've only used 28% of the battery. Well, That was a good day, weren't it?
It was good.
You'll notice there's a considerable difference in the weather now.
Oh God, yeah.
So we didn't do a sign out. We had to turn round where we turned round. We told you we'd turn round, and we had to get back to Blackwell's. I've probably shown you.
We had a time limit, didn't we?
Yeah, Blackwell's cycle hire, but we had to be back there for 5, so we had to zoom back. We went after that. We went and got some. Went to the pub, and this is a couple of days later.
Yeah.
And we're in the local park with Timmy, and as you can see, the weather's considerably more duller now.
Awful.
So the bike, what do you reckon?
Really
What's
good.
your opinion?
It's good if you're going to go somewhere hilly, like going to go somewhere a bit hilly. And it's knackering because we were doing them bikes on the way down. It was all downhill, and then what we didn't realise on the way back, the bikes is just a bit of an incline.
Yeah, those railway lines. You don't watch,
and you don't realise how much a bit of an incline has.
Yeah, those railway lines usually they're not always, although they're flat. They sometimes have an incline, and on the way out we were going down.
Yeah.
On the way back we felt it because we were going uphill. Right, so the Cyrusher Kommoda, the e-bike, I think it's great fun. I thought it was fun, weren't it?
And like the thing is, you can put it on where you don't have any power and you can just cycle.
Yeah, so who's it for? So it's for anyone really. Even if you're a keen cyclist and you want a bit of a leisurely day, you can go on that. It'll help you out. As soon as you start pedaling, it kicks in. It's not got a throttle where it goes like a bike where you go and it goes shooting along. You have to pedal and then it helps you.
Yeah.
If you're going uphill, it helps you. We didn't actually experience it uphill, but that'd be really good. If you're not a keen cyclist, just a leisure cyclist, and you want a fun day but you don't necessarily want to work out, that'd be good. So if you're taking the family out, or you want to join the family that are all cyclists, you probably keep up with them if you're not very, very fit.
Or if all your mates cycle and you're not as good as you used to be.
Yeah. Or you want an easy way to get to work. It's great. It's actually great, and it was fun.
And it's not exactly the hardest thing to. It's not the hardest thing to work out how to use. Once you get going on it.
So that's our verdict on the Cyrusher Kommoda e-bike. I never thought I'd own an e-bike, but thank you to Cyrusher for sending it, because we get to keep it now.
What's him?
Wonderful. So apparently he's having it. He's going to go to work on it, turn over a new leaf and get really fit, and he's going to cycle to work, save loads of petrol money. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll let you know if it ends up, just parked in the garden, never used.
Yeah.
So because we've got that now, I ended up buying myself a little bike, a little hybrid bike. So we've got a plan to go out on another railway, like disused railway line. So we won't be necessarily reviewing the bike on that video, because we've done that now. But we're going to have a little cycle on another cycle trail that was a disused railway line. So we're planning that as well for the future. Anyway, there you go. We're going to be back with some underground stuff soon, hopefully. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
See you in a bit.
Right, run James, run, pig, run.